Hi guys, I'm back and I'm actually going to talk about my skincare routine today. I went on like a little bit of like a hippie spin this summer, so I started using all of like Lush Cosmetics products, and they use like no like preservatives and chemicals and bad stuff in their products. I'm pretty sure they also don't test on animals. They have a lot of like natural products. I will link them in the description box so you guys can check them out. They're really cool. Everything in their store smells really good, and like when you walk in there, it's like this overwhelming like smell coming from all the different like bath bombs, and like they have fragrances too, and shampoos and stuff, and I love it. Some people think it's overpowering, but I love that kind of store, so I love that kind of smell. I actually use the Ultrabland facial cleanser, and it's based on I think it's made out of beeswax, and it says that beeswax and rose cream cleanser to soften and thoroughly clean the skin. And what this is it's actually like pretty waxy. Like I can show you. It looks like that inside. I've used like half of it, and this is like the bigger container. Most of their stuff you can actually cut it to whatever size you want, so it's like you pay based on like how much it weighs, but for this one it's prepackaged, so there's 2 different sizes and you just pick whatever one you want. I got the bigger one because I know I love it, and it's like a cream almost, but you have to like, it's like really thick, and you really have to like get a hot washcloth and like place it on your face and sort of like massage the washcloth around in order to remove it, which is like part of it. And I actually started using this cleanser because I read all these like vlogs and like not medical journals, but like things about skincare saying that people with oily skin should not use oil-free face wash because it actually like deprives your skin of all the oil, and then your pores overproduce it and it turns even more oily, so then you have to use even more like oil-free things, and it just turns into like this vicious cycle of like more oiliness. And they said that it's actually better for people with oily skin, which I have obviously, to use something like a oil-based face wash, because like the oil in the face wash like removes the oil from your face. I don't know, not a doctor, not a dermatologist, but that's what I've heard. And this is like, it's not oil based, but it's like the same thing, like because it's like beeswax and sort of like natural beeswax oils and like rose oils. It like the first ingredient I'm looking at is almond oil, so it makes sense, I guess, that this would work. And I really do feel like my face has been less oily. My nose still gets oily sometimes, but I feel like as long as I have like a setting powder on, it doesn't get too crazy. And I also, this doesn't have like any like acne ingredients in it, and I do have like some acne, but it's not too bad. So like for me, like having like moderate acne, like it definitely clears it up, even though it doesn't have like any like salicylic acid or whatever it's called in it, like to particularly target acne. But I also have a for that, I'll get to that later actually, for my acne treatments. The only other thing about using an oil-based cleanser is that you have to use a toner after it, and you should be using toner anyway because it's supposed to like make it so that all of your products can work better and your pores are actually like cleaned out. So if I have a breakout, I usually use Lush's tea tree water toner, and this is just, it is antibacterial tea tree, astringent grapefruit, and balancing juniper berry, keeps disasters at bay. It's beneficial for anyone with oil or spot prone skin, which is me most of the time. So like in summertime, or if I just get a really bad breakout any time of the year, I would use the tea tree water one, because it does, I know if you have like sensitive or dry skin, they say it will like make you flaky and make your skin dry, but I already have oily skin, so that's not a concern for me. I do also have a different toner from Lush. I can't remember what it's called. I'm gonna look it up right now. Alright, yeah. Okay, it's called Breath of Fresh Air, and it is aloe, seaweed, and rose spray for sore skin. So I actually bought that I think when I had sunburn and I was washing my face, and I didn't want to use like an astringent on my sunburned skin because that would obviously be horrible. After I wash my face and then I use the toner, and then after the toner I actually use Pond's dry skin cream, which is like a total old lady product, but I really like it. It actually reminds me a lot of the Philosophy Hope in a Jar face cream, which is like insanely expensive, and like I think for this one, there's like, this is the bigger one, I think this one's like $5 and something, and the smaller one is like $3 something at my like my Target, so that's a pretty good deal I think. And it reminds me, it's like just like the Hope in the Jar, and it really works. It keeps your skin soft. This one has glycerin, which is like the main moisturizing ingredient. You always have to look. I think, well, I like glycerin based moisturizers, I think. So I always look to see if it's like one of the top ingredients in packaging, and it is for this one. So I like that a lot. And then other than that, I actually have a prescription acne spot treatment, which isn't, I mean, like, I don't think it's hard to get. Like, if you go to a dermatologist and you tell them that you have acne and like you struggle with it, they will typically prescribe you like a acne like spot treatment. At least I've never had a problem getting it, and it often is like really effective, and it's really not that expensive. Like, I think I got like a giant tube that's like this much longer than this one is, and it was like $5 like for the prescription, because it was like an off-brand prescription acne medicine. And the one I have right here is the Target brand Up and Up acne spot treatment, and it's oil free, which I typically don't like, but I just got this one because I think I don't have the one I typically use with me because I'm at home and I left it at my school, my dorm, because I just forgot it. My mom had this one in her cabinet, and this one's 2% salicylic acid, which is also like, I'm pretty sure that's the same percent as the one that I have, but maybe it's in my head, but I just feel like the prescription one works better, even if it does have the same amount of ingredients as the Target brand one. I don't know how much this one costs actually. I'm pretty sure it's pretty old, so not sure, but I feel like prescription ones work better, but obviously this Target one has the same amount of like acne fighting ingredients, so it probably would work very similarly, so you could try this out as well. Okay, and my that's it for everything. I don't use any kind of like wrinkle stuff because I'm like a little bit too young for that still. So my skincare routine is pretty simple. All of like the skincare blogs and like things like that I've read have all like recommended, like especially if you're younger, to like not use a ton of products because it typically just makes your skin worse. I think that like using so little products, like it makes it so like you're more likely to actually wash your face more often, and I think that they work fine as long as I don't use any wrinkle fighting stuff, so maybe if you wanted to use that would be the only thing that I would include. But I feel like keeping a simple skin routine is kind of best because it means you'll actually keep up with it, which is always best. If you don't wash your face, then all the expensive skincare products are just going to go to waste. So, okay, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, please like my video, and I will see you guys later.